Hi, this is Jess from MultiplicityAndMe, and today we're talking about how alters communicate. This episode kind of has an educated vibe to it, but I know we'll touch on this in the future videos. But if you haven't seen our very first educated segment, I'd go ahead and check that out because it does kind of give you a background into dissociative disorders. For now, I thought rather than just telling you guys how it all works, I would show you instead with a very crude demonstration. So in the scenes, we've demonstrated 3 different types of ways that alters may communicate with DID or OSDD systems. The first step in recovery is actually to get to know your parts. This allows you to kind of integrate the system to lower the dissociative barriers and therefore lessen amnesia. We are a system of mainly 5 that know each other very well. So this will certainly reflect differently for new systems or people who are just coming to terms with communicating with their parts. We've used a simple demonstration of picking a drink for this scene, and it's something that all of us do. But for those with multiple identities, sometimes these choices can cause conflict and be really overwhelming. It's about overcoming that conflict and making a collaborative choice that appeases the parts as best as possible. If you're able to achieve this, you can help the system cooperate and learn to work together.
Jess, you want a drink?
Yes. Please?
What do you want?
I'm just thirsty, so I'll just have water, I guess. Water, please.
Okay.
So the first one, this is just setting the foundation, the great internal monologue. There are a lot of assumptions made that alters are just internal monologues that everyone gets, but it's quite the contrary. It is quite literally like having multiple minds. So all those internal monologues are just not your own. So this demonstration here is quite simply what it's like for those of us without DID or OSDD, or simply when there are no other parts present to, I guess, communicate what they want or don't want. And sometimes you don't have to have an internal monologue about the choices you're going to make. You just instantly know or feel what you want. It works exactly the same way with DID, just potentially multiple times over. Because of this, of course, you can feel a lot of conflict.
Jess, one drink.
Yes, please.
What do you want?
Have we got any smoothies? No. Milkshake? No. Do we have any squash?
Yes.
It'll be that cherry squash you like? Oh, great, thanks. Inside communication doesn't have to happen for me to know that Jake may feel like having something sweet at that moment in time. Just having him around me bring on that urge. This is called passive influence, and it's an intrusion of thoughts, feelings, perceptions, behaviors, anything really. In the next clip, we're going to discuss cofronting. This is when 2 parts may be taking control of the body at the same time. You may not know this is happening, or you might feel that you're kind of being puppeted to do or say things that aren't necessarily something that you would do, but it all seems out of your control. You may feel really confused about your identity, or alternatively, you may not know that anyone is having an influence on you whatsoever.
Sweet. Do you want a drink?
Coffee, please.
Coffee. Ed's bad, is he?
I don't know. Maybe? I am? Maybe I am? I don't know. Yes? Oh, I don't know. I didn't mean to say coffee. Never mind. I don't know why I said coffee.
That's fine, I'll make you one anyway. The
difference between the clip with Jake wanting a drink and the clip with Ed wanting a drink is that I knew Jake fancied something and I made the choice to get it for him. That is co-consciousness. It's that awareness or ability to communicate with another part. But in the second, with cofronting, it's more like my decisions and thoughts and actions were hijacked and I had no control over them. It's not an issue really for small things like this, or certainly not in front of my husband, but it can be really embarrassing to slip up or say and do something out of character when other people around you aren't aware that things like this go on. You kind of have to make a life of making up excuses for things that might seem a bit strange to other people. Hi, Iris. Lastly, parts can talk between themselves in their inner world. This is a visualized space inside of the mind of people with OSDD or DID. Not everyone has one, but some people do. And it's a visualized space where the alters reside and may have their own lives or goings on. And the person fronting, the person in control, may or may not know that these conversations have taken place. So that's it really. Those are all the ways of communicating. I hope this has been enlightening and an eye-opener. You know, we get that a lot in our videos of, oh, is Jake kind of around right now? Or, oh, is Ed there? You're kind of using your left hand a bit more. Or, oh, you know, sometimes you just don't know. Like genuinely, you don't know who's like right around right now. Somebody may be controlling you. They may not. It may just be you. Those lines aren't always clear cut and it can be quite blurred, and you don't always kind of feel those parts around or hear them around, so it's anyone's guess. As for me today, I think I'm me, I'm pretty sure I'm me, but again, I don't know who's around, I don't know how close people are, I can't hear anyone or feel anyone, but that doesn't necessarily mean to say that a part isn't currently influencing me in any way, shape or form. How interesting is that? Ta-da! But thank you everyone for watching. This has been Jess from Multiplicity and Me. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. That will make a huge difference. And of course, a huge, overwhelming shout out to our patrons that have gotten us here. Oh, we are ever so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much. Mwah. Okay, thank you everyone for watching and have a lovely day. Bye.